Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we're talking about The Flash.
Season 7, episode 12, Goodbye Vibration.
Yes.
There's a little hair on that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try to blow it off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. You were just trying to kiss the camera.
No, there was really a hair on the mouse pad.
I know, I was just being a dick. Like, come on. Yeah, it was a funny episode.
It was fun. I did like that, because going into it, we thought it was just going to be this silly episode, but they ended up having some emotional moments in it. So I liked the fact that, it wasn't all of one or all of the other. It was a mix of both, because you're getting the fun and the silliness, but you're also getting that emotional, monumental kind of thing where he's leaving and he's been there since the beginning, and Barry said, he would not be the Flash. There would be no Flash without Cisco Ramon. He's been a very integral part of the show.
Yeah.
And so if they had just had it be silly the whole time, it would have felt kind of contrived, because it would have just been well, this character was really important to the show and to Barry and everyone on Team Flash and the Flash itself, and himself. And so it's, not to have that would have just, I think, been really bad. I think it would have been, what's the word I'm trying to use?
In poor taste.
Yeah. It would have just been not a good move on their part.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they mixed both, the humor and the silliness with the emotional stuff.
Yes. I mean, I was worried because it was just so funny heavy.
And based off what he said in the interview too, Carlos, I thought that the whole episode was going to be that way. So I was prepared for that. And so when the emotional things did come up, I was like, oh, so they are having these things. That's good. I'm glad that they're including that.
Yeah.
But I was going into it thinking it was going to be just this completely silly, fun episode, and that was how he was going to go out. And so, the emotional stuff made me happy because I wasn't expecting it.
Right. Yeah, see, I really enjoyed the emotional stuff.
There were parts where I almost did get teared up.
Right.
During those things.
Yeah.
So.
It's at first I had a problem because there was too much jokey,
too much silliness.
Yeah. And I don't want to say that I have a problem with all the seriousness at the end, but the end didn't feel like it was the same as the entire show. It felt like two different episodes.
You mean the very, very end with Cecile?
No.
When he left.
With Cisco, the whole dramatic bit.
Oh, okay.
They go straight from happy-go-lucky to fuck my life. You know? And, it was just, such a 180.
Yeah.
If they peppered it into the episode, I feel like it would have been, yes, I love that Barry and Caitlin had that realization moment and how they fucked up. But it's just that it felt so, bottom heavy and top light. It was very uneven because of how they did it. That it just felt really off.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah. It's just
But I think that that's how he wanted it to be.
I don't know. I didn't like how it was done. I mean, like, I like how they did the dramatic stuff. Like, I liked that. Like, don't get me wrong. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm sad
You
to see
just
him
wish
go.
that it had been more, like, balanced.
Yeah, because it feel like...
Like, not just have moments of silly, moments of drama, moments of silly, moments of drama.
Well,
like,
it wasn't moments of silly, moments of drama. It was moments of silly, moments of silly, moments of silly drama. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
And it's like, that doesn't work for me. Like, it didn't make me enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, all the moments when, like, they were saying the goodbyes and there was all of that stuff where they were, like, reminiscing, that was all, like, more of the emotional stuff.
Yeah.
So we kind of had two instances of that, because we had when he was talking to Barry and Caitlin, and then we had when he was at the loft with Joe, Barry, and Caitlin.
Right.
So we did have, like, two instances of that.
Yeah.
But he was a lot more emotional with the scene with just Barry and Caitlin. And, you know, because that was where he was really questioning things, because he didn't understand why they were acting that way. And then also just when he was, like, looking around the whole Star Labs, and he was, like, they were showing all the clips and everything. Yeah. Like that,
but, like, yeah, it's just that...
I understand what you're saying.
Like, yeah.
But, I don't know. I don't feel like they could have done it any differently and not and been able to still include both things.
I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
Like I'm saying, like, this episode just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You know, like, they didn't do it for me. You know. It didn't work out for me, but
yeah,
I'm glad for those that it worked out for. Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that Carlos is proud of it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that...
I mean, it's not like it's a bad episode, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that.
No, I know.
It's a good episode. Just, I don't think it should have been the goodbye episode the way it played out.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it didn't feel like a goodbye episode. It felt like, oh...
Maybe that's
like,
how
kids
they
in
wanted
kindergarten
it to be,
and... Right. But, like, that's not how, like, that's not how that works with me. Yeah. You know? Like, but like I said, it was a good episode. Just...
Yeah. I do like, though, that, you know, and we've been saying this, that this is going to have Chester be in the spotlight more now. Because he's going to get the stories, and he's going to get that development, because he's literally kind of in that spot now.
Right.
And so hopefully we'll get to see more of that stuff.
And we have to gain trust in Chester's abilities. Because, frankly, the short amount of time that we've seen him behind the wheel doesn't really bring me much hope.
Yeah, I mean, I do like what he did in figuring out how to get them, you know, not being in their euphoric state anymore.
Right.
That was really creative.
Yeah.
And clever and insightful. But
they need to do more in order to still instill my hope in Chester. Because it just feels like he just stumbles onto the answer.
Yeah.
Like, oh look, answer.
Yeah. We need to have backstory of him. We need a lot more information about his character. Yeah. Because we really don't know that much about him.
I mean, we know, like, you know, like, why he goes dumpster diving and stuff with his dad.
Yeah.
That's like it.
But we don't really know that much about his childhood. We don't know about his, like, you know, we just don't know a lot about him.
Yeah.
Aside from those things. And so, you know,
we only know what we know from the 90s episode.
Right. And there's probably, like, there's probably other reasons why he has that awkwardness about him, or why he has those insecurities.
Right.
And things like that. And, we haven't really gotten to see those explored.
Right. And I'm not saying that those are bad or negative things within a character, because it gives us more to work with, more to explore, and more story opportunities and stuff. What I'm saying is, he's supposed to be Cisco's replacement. Cisco never accidentally, I mean, he probably did a couple times, but the majority of the time, he didn't accidentally stumble upon, oh, look, guys, I found something that might work.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, Cisco came up with something that he's like, this should work, and if it doesn't, then we just need to tweak a few things.
Right.
Or
we try something different.
Right. And Cisco's like, I'm handing over the reins to you. It's like, okay, that's great. But the villains have stepped it up, and now we're going back to ground zero. And this is beyond ground zero, because Cisco was better in season 1 than where Chester's at right now. Yeah. From what we've seen of Chester.
But we also have different writers.
Right. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. How is Chester supposed to be able to keep up if he's not on Cisco season 1 level yet?
Yeah. I think that's on the part of the writers, because they didn't push that forward enough in the beginning when he first showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he wasn't a regular until this season, they still could have given us more in regards to his character.
Right.
Because it's an ensemble show, and we know more about Allegra than we do about Chester.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. So, and if he's going to become as big of a part of Team Flash as Cisco was, then we need to know a lot more information.
Right. Even in Allegra's season, she wasn't as big of a part of the show as Cisco.
That's what I'm saying.
And so why did we not get to know the replacement?
That's basically what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
You can still give us that information and that backstory even when they're not a regular.
Mm-hmm.
You can give us an episode or two that's specifically about them that gives us that information.
Yeah.
It's not difficult.
It's not.
Supergirl's done it. Arrow's done it. Legends has done it. You can do it too. So, considering we only have 5 episodes left of season 7, we're probably not going to get much more of that until season 8.
Yeah.
And, and I know that, there were things that they had to change this season because of, everything that happened and all that. But, if they had established certain things earlier on for Chester, we wouldn't be in this situation with his character right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, I did enjoy the karaoke at the end.
Mama,
that was so hilarious. And I loved the shirts that he got them.
I wish we saw what Barry said.
It looked like it had video game stuff on it or something like that.
Right.
I couldn't really tell, but it had that digitized 80s video game look on it that had the little characters from, I'm not really sure, but yeah. But Caitlin's was to keep calm. Han shot first.
Keep calm and Han shot first. the episode, the first t-shirt. That's what, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was the first shirt. And
that she wore?
No.
Oh.
She was like, this is the original shirt. This is from day 1.
Oh.
So that was probably episode 1, season 1 Cisco shirt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's basically what she was saying.
Oh, wow.
And, I was like, damn.
He gave her his shirt.
He gave her his season 1, episode 1 t-shirt.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And Han did shoot first.
He did. Oh, fuck the remake.
I'm not even that big of a Star Wars fan, but he shot first.
He did. I have the VHSs at home to prove it. If you can find a player that works. and Anakin's Force Ghost at the end was not no young version of him neither. Come on now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Force Ghost at the end of the trilogy.
Oh.
It wasn't no young Anakin.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah,
you were super
stupid about that. Yeah, because the prequels suck.
Well, yeah.
I mean, but they're good, but they suck. But they're good, but they suck.
There's good things about them, but mostly bad.
No!
He's such a whiny bitch, okay?
He is. Which is why he does not deserve to be the Force Ghost at the end of the trilogy.
He is a whiny ass bitch.
He is.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
No need to be sorry, it's true! The truth can hurt. But in this case it doesn't because it's true.
Like, I almost want to say that I freaking liked the first one just because he was a child and you don't have to hear him whining.
Yeah.
And everybody hates the Phantom Menace. So, right. You know, I don't love it more. I'm just saying, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to choose, I probably would say Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And I only like that because Padme is kick-ass.
I mean, Revenge of the Sith is good, but Attack of the Clones was probably the one I liked the best.
Mm-hmm. You see where Leia got it from.
Yeah.
Fuck Anakin. Padme's OP. And Han shot first. Han will always shoot first. Fuck Greedo. Greedo was friends with Anakin when they were kids. Fuck Greedo. Because apparently the Phantom Menace can rewrite history books. So that means the dude that Han shot was as old as Darth Vader was. Which technically means he would be slower. But you know what? I don't care. Han shot first, y'all. Han fucking shot first.
If you are a diehard Star Wars fan like she is, and you believe in the original trilogy being the only true canon for Star Wars, other than some of the TV shows, Han shot first.
Han will always shoot first.
So, yeah.
I'm glad Cisco and I could agree on one last thing before you left.
Well, I mean, like I said, if you're a true Star Wars fan, right, you believe that Han shot first.
Yes.
If you don't, then go the F away.
Exactly. We don't want you here.
Like, I'm not even that big of a Star Wars fan, but I know that.
Right.
But the original trilogy is the best trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And it always will be.
Yes.
Because Harrison Ford.
Yes.
And Carrie Fisher.
Yes.
And
when
Mark
they
Hamill.
were in their prime.
And Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Just because he is Luke Skywalker.
Episode 4, he was cute, and then he got ugly.
Yes, but he is Luke Skywalker.
He is.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, not in terms of, like, love.
Not like Han Solo, he was just there.
No, not like Harrison Ford. I mean, he is Luke Skywalker.
Yes. Yes.
Nobody else is Luke Skywalker.
Hell no.
But, yeah. But mainly Harrison Ford. Yes. It's also the 40th anniversary of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
When's the remakes coming out?
I think it's like 2022, 2023. I don't know if they've started filming yet.
Did they name a new Harrison? A new guy to take Harrison's spot? A new Indy?
I don't know. He's in it.
Harrison's in it?
He's in Indy 5.
I thought they were rebooting the fucking thing.
Nope.
I swear, if it's another fucking Crystal Skulls, I'm done.
We do not speak of the fourth movie. The fourth movie does not exist. Okay?
Aliens don't exist in Indiana Jones.
There's only 3 movies. Okay?
Yeah.
There is not a 4th movie.
No.
The only good thing about that movie was the fact that Marion and Indy got married.
Yeah.
That was the only good thing about that movie.
It wasn't even that Shia LaBeouf was their child because they shouldn't have been.
About Shia LaBeouf.
Right?
I'm sorry. I don't care about him.
Nah. Once he went off the deep end, I was like, see ya.
No, but like, the only reason that I cared about it was because Marion was back, and I loved Indy and Marion.
Mm.
So.
And then you saw the movie and realized it was a steaming hot pile of fucking shit.
Like, you know, when I rewatched the movies, like, last year, because one of my friends hadn't seen them before.
Sinful. How are they American?
It was Brevin, and he doesn't watch a lot of movies, and he hadn't seen them, and they were on Netflix, and so I was like, I'll watch them with you, and so we watched
like a
them.
Good friend.
We watched them, and he actually liked the 4th better than the 2nd, and I'm like, I don't like the 2nd one that much,
right?
But it's part of the original trilogy, so I kind of just automatically like it better than the 4th one.
Yeah, like I don't like most.
The only things I don't really like about the 2nd one are the fact that Kate Capshaw is a whiny ass bitch.
Yeah.
Constantly screams through the whole damn movie, and it's annoying. Mm-hmm. And the sacrifice scene. Those are the only 2 things that I don't like about the movie. Everything else I can deal with, but those 2 things I'm like, no. And he just really, really was bothered by that scene with the sacrifice, and so that's why he preferred the 4th one.
Right.
And I understand that, but at the same time, I'm like, the 2nd's still superior to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull because it just is.
Right, because Crystal Skull does not exist.
It can be the weakest of the trilogy, but it's still better than the 4th movie.
Yeah. It's like that. To me, that's like saying that Force Awakens is better than Episode 5.
Oh, hell no. Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie.
Like you know what I was, like...
Yeah.
Because I don't like Hoth, and that's, like,
I know.
the whole, like, thing. So then I don't really watch that
I like 5 and 6.
I
like Empire and Return of the Jedi.
I prefer 4 and 6. So.
Yeah. But that's usually how it is with the trilogy for me. I usually like the first and the last. I don't usually like the 2nd one that much. Usually the 2nd is the weakest. Like, it's still good and it has good parts about it, but overall, it's not as good as the first and the last.
Right.
And that's how it is with Back to the Future for me. I like the 2nd one. There's things about the 2nd one that I really enjoy, but if I had to choose, the first and the 3rd are the best and my favorite. So it's like that with Indiana Jones, too. Like, I don't consider Indy having more than 3 movies. I just consider it a trilogy. Like, anything that comes after is not going to be as good as the first 3 movies. And that's just fact.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can love or hate Temple of Doom, that's fine, but it's still better than Crystal Skull. And I'm sure most people agree with me on that. So, yeah. Anyway.
Our Harrison Ford rants are done.
Well, yeah.
For now. Until it comes up again.
Hey, it's all because of Cisco's shirt, okay? It wouldn't have started without that.
I know.
You have that to blame.
Yes.
But yeah. So, I mean, I was just really surprised that there was a freaking dirigible. An airship? We haven't seen an airship since the freaking Hindenburg.
Right? Like,
I was like, those don't even really exist anymore.
Mm.
I mean, they do, but like, you don't see them as like commercial things where a bunch of people are on them.
Right.
Like the Hindenburg.
Mm.
Like,
I mean, that one wasn't meant for that either.
No, I know, but I'm just saying if they use them, it's just in a small capacity. It's not with like a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
So, That's why I was like, what?
Right? Why is it that big?
But yeah, so that was interesting. And I'm glad Cisco got to save the day on that.
Yeah.
And then just them being happy in the beginning and like Barry freaking breakdancing.
Barry, how's it going to break
can't.
I binged 17 YouTube videos.
I was like, I literally can't with you right now.
Right. How did you binge 17 YouTube videos?
He said that I speed watched 17 YouTube videos.
Yeah, but
on breakdancing.
How would he be able to speed watch that?
Like,
I mean, it's like they're time locked. If you fast forward, then you miss it.
It's like I don't know. It's like a book. You skim through the whole pages. I've read the book. Okay, speed read.
Yeah, but there's no possible way to do that on
I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, we should probably talk about the ending.
Cecile.
I do not remember.
Psycho Pirate?
Yeah.
Me neither.
Honestly, I don't remember anything that happened before the last crossover we had.
I remember...
In terms of previous crossovers, I mean.
I remember a little bit of Elseworlds. I remember that Ollie got stuck in a...
When was that crossover? Was that the 4th season? Was that season 5?
That was the first Supergirl crossover. That's the first time Supergirl joined them.
Okay. So that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago. Okay. So like 2017?
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna remember that.
I remember Ollie got put into a world where he never got onto the ship or something like that, and so he never got...
That wasn't the wedding one,
island.
Right? That was before that, right? The one where Barry and Iris get married. That wasn't Elseworlds.
No, that was the Nazi one.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think that was Elseworlds.
Crisis on Earth X.
Yeah.
That was the wedding.
Yeah.
Invasion was in season 3. Legends of Today.
Yeah, Elseworlds was... That was a trippy one because the aliens and bullshit.
Oh, Elseworlds was season 5 of The Flash.
Was it?
Yeah. Elseworlds 1.
I thought Elseworlds was the first time that...
That was when we first saw Nora.
Nora wasn't
Nora, season 5 was the season that Nora came on.
Was that the alien one then? Or am I thinking of the wrong one?
Let's see. That was Barry and Oliver wake up to find they've swapped bodies, but Team Flash doesn't believe them, so the two heroes
it was the
travel
wrong
to Smallville on Earth 38 to get help from Supergirl.
Okay, so yeah, that is the wrong one. Elseworlds is that one.
Yeah.
So Elseworlds was the prequel to Crisis.
Yes.
Fucking shit. Like,
because Crisis on Earth X was before Elseworlds. So it was Crisis on Earth X and Elseworlds, and then Crisis
of Infinite Earths.
Infinite Earths.
Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know why I thought the alien one was Elseworlds.
Which one was that then?
I don't know. Because it just seems like that would be what they called that one.
Yeah.
But I don't rightfully care because the alien episode was bullshit.
But yeah, so I still don't remember Elseworlds that much, but okay.
It's the first time we met Batwoman. Ruby Rose made her first appearance as Batwoman.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I kind of remember that one.
Yeah. You don't remember Stephen Amell in the Flash outfit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's that crossover.
They switched bodies.
Yeah.
Any of the ones before that, I don't really. Except for, I remember Crisis on Earth X a little bit just because of the wedding stuff, but I don't remember everything else that happened in that crossover.
Evil Supergirl almost died.
I remember the wedding. And that was when we first saw Nora.
And everyone knew right away. It's their daughter!
And then season 5 was when she showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so.
Yeah.
It's just weird because it seems like season 5 was was longer ago than it actually was.
Because of last year.
Yeah. And so I'm like, wait, Elseworlds was season 5? And then Crisis on Infinite Earths was season 6?
Wait, this is season 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so thinking about, I still don't remember who Psycho Pirate is. from the, like, and it definitely wasn't a version of Cecile.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
I don't. She almost looked like Guardian with that helmet on. I was like, they showed her in the mirror, and I was like, Guardian?
No, my first thought was Fate, and I was like, what? Oh yeah,
Fate.
Because of the golden mask.
Yeah, Fate.
You know, I was like,
Fate.
Fate's always a dude. So what the fuck? And where's the lines on the mask? What's going on? And then we got that side profile, full on looked like Predator. I was like, what?
Dr. Fate is gonna be played by Pierce Brosnan. I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
I'm like so excited.
The last time we had Fate on
no, in the movie that
yeah, I know.
The Black Adam movie?
I think.
Yeah.
But the last time we had Fate on anything. I think it was Smallville.
Oh yeah.
Live
action.
Morbius
movie is coming out next year, I think.
Which one?
Morbius, that one that has Matt Smith. Tenet's better looking.
Yes. Not gonna lie. Although he's let himself get a little scraggly there.
He did.
And it's a little weird.
I still like him.
Yeah.
And Capaldi I just like for his sarcasm.
Yeah.
I like his snarkiness.
It's definitely a character that has to grow on you.
Yes, but once he did, it was awesome.
Yeah. It took me 2 watches.
I liked him in season 8.
it took me the rewatch with you to actually like Capaldi.
Yeah, I was like, I know he's acting like he doesn't care in this season, but I like his action, the way he's acting this season. Yeah. I mean, I liked, of course, when he did start caring. But I did like in the beginning when he was just
she's my carer. She cares so I don't have to.
When he was just so snarky, I'm like, yes.
What, like that line when like where like Clara was like, they were like, who are you? I'm his carer. And he's like, yeah, she cares so I don't have to. I'm like, the fuck, dude.
I mean,
I think that was Inside the Dalek, that one.
Yeah, I mean, I liked that stuff in the beginning, but I also liked seeing the progression of him going from being that way to being all about kindness and caring. And
it's because that's who he was meant to be, because, you know, that's what the face was supposed to remind him of.
Yeah. But I did like in the beginning how he was just all snarky. I thought that was hilarious.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. But they brought Ferris Air back into the show. They keep freaking teasing Green Lantern, And we haven't seen anyone put on the damn ring. I swear, if I don't hear Dig saying in brightest day and darkest night, no evil escape my sight, blah 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 blah, I'm gonna lose my shit. Mm-hmm. I need to hear that.
Yeah.
Like, freaking hell, you can only drop Ferris so many times before I get fucking pissed at you.
Yeah.
Like, at least, like, everyone is saying, yeah, Dig has a green ring and something, you know, like, whatever now, right? Like, that's just the thing. And, like, Dig, like, we get those jokes, Dig has a new suit. It's like, okay, that's great. We're accepting that Dig is a Green Lantern. That's great. We still have Ferris Arrow over here. How come we haven't heard the name Hal Jordan? Yeah. I'm sorry. Is the military Green Lantern not good enough for you? You have to go get Dig, another military Green Lantern? Let's replace Hal, the original. Like, they both exist at the same time. I'm sorry. There were, like, what, 3 or 4 Green Lanterns from Earth existing at the same fucking time. Where the fuck is Hal? And why can't we see Carol? That's her name, right? I don't fucking care. The Ferris woman.
So, yeah,
Hal's girl.
We're gonna see what happens with Cecile next episode.
Yes. Masquerade. I guess that's gonna be her villain name.
Masquerade.
That just makes me, like, wanna freaking, like, watch a show with a masquerade ball.
Like Cinderella story.
Yeah, but not something that cheesy. I do too. But no. I'm thinking...
Waiting for you is like waiting for rain in a drought.
Fuck.
And disappointing or something like that. I don't remember what she said.
Right.
I wish I did. I watched Cruel Intentions recently.
Ew.
Because it was on HBO Max and it was going to be leaving at the end of the month of May. And I did not like that movie. I gave it 2 stars.
Fuck.
I gave it less stars than Phantom Menace. I gave Phantom Menace 2.5. I think it was just because
you expected more from it.
It's not that I didn't like the acting. I just really didn't like the content. I didn't like... I did like the end, though, when they played her. That was awesome. And they played Bittersweet Symphony by The Verve. And, like, Reese Witherspoon was good in it, though. She was cute. Because it was one of her early movies.
Right.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar was bitch.
You gotta love her, though. You gotta love her, though. It's Sarah.
Yeah, but it made me it made it really hard for me to like her when I was watching that movie. Because she is a bitch.
Just go watch a little Buffy. You'll be fine.
Like...
yeah.
Although you would like the fact that her and, what's her name? Selma Blair have a kiss.
I would.
This scene's on YouTube. You're welcome.
I will Google. I will YouTube Google the thing. I will internet the thing.
And I'm sorry to those of you who love that movie. Please don't hate on me. But I didn't.
All the hate!
I just really don't like it.
Yeah. Well, you know.
It had good people in it, though. I mean, Ryan Felipe and Reese Witherspoon, like, they were dating. They were together. Like, that was her first husband who she had her kids with. Like, 2 of her kids with. And, like...
Yeah.
And like, basically, Ryan Felipe's character and Sarah Michelle Gellar are, like, stepbrother and sister. And part of the reason why I didn't like it was because he wanted her in a sexual way. And yes, they're not related, but it's still creepy. And
I mean, some people might say, well, what about Barry and Iris? It's like, no.
Barry and Iris are not related.
No, they're not.
Their parents were not married to each other.
No.
They are not brother and sister.
Nope.
I don't care if he was living with them. That does not make him her brother.
Right. You know, I recently happened upon, I was going through archive looking for some
You will
stuff.
not diss West Allen.
No. I was going through some archive stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A new story. Shit you not. Snowberry. New. I'm like, what the fuck? And like
it's
the caption,
not gonna happen.
The caption was like, well, now it can happen, bitches. Here's what should have went down. And I'm like, what the hell?
You're delusional if you ever think that Snowberry is going to happen.
Right.
West Allen is canon.
Yeah, they're fucking gonna have kids.
West Allen is canon. It is comic canon, and it is TV show canon. Deal with it and move on. Yeah. If you don't like the fact that your couple is not together, then don't watch the show. Plain and simple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I am a freaking defender of West Allen, okay? Don't even. Don't even.
Yes.
Okay? I love them.
You love them like I love Alex.
I love them.
They're to you what Alex is to me.
They're to me what Alex and Maggie are to you.
Yeah. But Maggie doesn't want kids, and I have to be okay with that.
They're to you what Xena and Gabrielle are, and
or what they should have been.
Sam and Jack, and all of those couples that you love with your whole heart and will defend till the day you die.
Sam and Jack should have freaking gotten together. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
And since the studio got bought recently by a new
Amazon,
like, we're hoping for a reboot, not necessarily a reboot, but like
a revival.
Revival, yes, and like
continuation,
yes, and like the writer is already writing shit for it. Like, even though he hasn't really been talked to about by Amazon, like he's writing in preparation. Because, you know, like, they're going into the backlogs and whatever has the new shit ready, it's like they're gonna go for that.
I wonder if Richard Dean Anderson would do it, though. Would come back and do it.
I think he said yes. Daniel said yes, the dude who plays Daniel Jackson. What's his name?
I don't know.
And Amanda, well, I mean, he was on Smallville, so
I don't remember his name.
I don't know, I thought you would. And Amanda Tapping said yes. And so, like, the original cast members, most of them said yes, and I'm pretty sure Tilg would love to come back. He always, like...
But I'm just saying, like, legit. West Allen are, like, my top 5, like, whole heart. If you, like, say anything bad about them, I will come after you. I might not, like, send you a bunch of hate. I'm not going to send you a bunch of hateful comments and, like, stalk you. Right. I just mean that, like, I will give you my opinion and give you the reasons why they are the true superior couple. Mm-hmm. And you can disagree or agree with me, but that's how it's going to go. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to let you get away with being, like, Snowberry over West Allen.
Right.
Because like, that's never gonna happen.
No.
Never gonna happen.
No.
Get it through your head.
Exactly.
It's 7 seasons in, and you still believe Snowberry's gonna happen? Really? Really?
They're planning on getting pregnant.
Really? Keep that fan fiction. Keep that as fan fiction, okay?
Yeah. Like,
it's so not gonna happen in the show.
I full on laughed and just kept scrolling. I was like, I'm not even going to attempt to read this bullshit.
Yeah, no. Just don't. Don't waste your time.
No, I full on went to some Maggie Alex shit instead.
At least we know that it's not gonna happen with them the way that it happened with freaking Captain Swan.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to suffer through them for 3 seasons.
Yeah. So, speaking of archive, guys, I recently got an account. I actually have to. I recently was emailed the link so that I can create my account.
If you want to follow me, I just have Brooklyn Nine-Nine fanfic.
I haven't created the account yet because I was working all week and I didn't have time. But I do have a story that is gonna go up the second I do, and I will let you guys know what the the name is. You can find
the title.
The name.
Oh, your username.
Yes, the username and the title. Like, I'll let you know, but it'll be the only one there. So, I haven't fully come up with a title yet. Right now, I'm just calling it Supergirl.
I always have the hardest time coming up with the titles. That was always the hardest for me. Usually, I would do it based off like song lyrics.
Right.
But I always had a hard time with that.
See, the person that I'm reading right now, she starts off in her first story for the series that I'm reading from her. She starts off her stories with a clip of a song, like, just like some lyrics written down, and it somehow has to go, like, it goes together. And it's so amazing. And, like, half the songs are like, I've never even heard of this group before.
But yeah, I mean, I don't mean like actually come at you, but I just mean like I will give my reasons for why they're better.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to find me when I create the account and post what I have so far on the story that I'm working on, which is...
You know what else you should do? Is you should write some Outpost stuff.
I should. I plan on writing a Kara Lena story.
Friendship or romantic?
No, romantic. I plan on doing Kara Lena because I full-heartedly ship that, even though it's never gonna happen. It's my, like, wish list.
Like your crack ship?
Yes. Because, I mean, look at them.
See, okay. If you have Snowberry as your crack ship, I can understand, I guess. Right. But, like, actually wanting it to, like, actually campaigning for it to happen on the show is
you live in Wonderland.
Not going to happen. We are 7 seasons into the show. West Ellen is canon. They are comic canon. And they are TV show canon, and movie canon, and all the canons that you see the Flash in. And that is always how it's going to be. It's like Superman and Lois. They are literally the Superman and Lois of the Flash.
Yes, they are.
You cannot change it.
Even if Wonder Woman steps in, you can't change it.
F that.
Yes. But yeah, so the story that I'll be posting is actually going to turn out to be a Kara Alex thing.
So sisterly fic.
Well, they're not technically sisters.
What?
Kara is an alien adopted by the family.
They're stepsisters? They're... Yes, but she was adopted.
Not technically, yes. No, maybe so, yes.
She was raised by them.
Yes.
So whether she was adopted or not.
Technically, that's the same thing as saying that Barry...
Okay, fine.
Exactly.
But, like, she wasn't adopted.
So,
But her
I've seen a lot of fics that do that. And so I wanted to try it. Not that I ship them together.
Her and Alex... Well, there's fics for every...
I know. I know that. But, like, I read some that I really liked and I wanted to try
There's
it.
Dean and Sam fics out there.
Fuck that. I'm not doing incest.
There's Destiel, too.
Oh, fuck that.
I mean...
I know.
People can ship Destiel. That's
totally fine.
That's whatever. But I don't ship it.
I can see it, but I don't like it.
That doesn't mean that other people can't, and they're entitled to that. But I don't.
Right. I just thought it'd be interesting to write a couple that I don't actually, like...
Yeah.
think
but
would go.
But,
so
like,
I'm
what I'm saying with this It was like, okay, she wasn't necessarily adopted, but her and Alex have a sisterly bond because they grew up together.
Right.
Barry was taken in by Joe, but he still had his parents. Even though they died, he still had another family, but they weren't around anymore, and so Joe took him in.
Well, technically, Kara still has family.
Yeah. Barry did not.
Barry had dad in jail.
Had dad in jail. But they're not related.
No, and neither is Kara. No. I just thought it'd be interesting to try and write a ship that I don't actually care for, but I don't exactly like Kelly in with Maggie out of the picture.
No, that's fine. Like,
you know,
fanfics, so, you can do whatever you want.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I wanted to try something that I wanted to try and write something that was definitely out of my wheelhouse because I don't ship them. Yeah. So I wanted to try that because I've done other fanfics before. Exactly. Like, I've done fanfics on other sites before, and it's like, I want to do something that's an actual challenge. And before you go asking if you even cared, the fanfics that I've done on other sites, the sites are shut down, so you can't find them anymore.
But you've saved them, so you can always upload them again.
Yes.
To other sites.
Yes.
Like fanfiction.net.
Which I have kind of started, but I don't even remember my password, so.
Have you written any Jack and Sam fics?
Jack and Sam.
Stargate. No, I haven't. Or Gabrielle and Xena.
I haven't. See, there's this whole. I was doing Maximum Ride fanfiction, which is a book by James Patterson, which he ended up fucking up by going, "Let's go greenhouse gases." Oh yeah. But yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I know people can use that argument. And yes, Alex and Kara do have a sisterly bond with each other. But Barry has always considered Iris as more than a friend.
Right.
Even when they were young. So
that's kind of how I'm writing it.
So
is that Kara always did that.
To him, she was never like a sister.
Right.
She was always that crush for him.
Which is why I'm not writing it like, oh, Kara always thought of her as a sister, and then, oh my gosh, sexy. Like, no. Like, Kara never thought of her as a sister.
Yes, they were best friends. But he always liked her.
Right.
He always was, like, essentially in love with her.
Right. That's how I'm writing Kara. Kara's basically Barry, and Alex is basically Iris.
And so, whether or not he was taken in by them and lived with them does not make them brother and sister.
Right.
Because he never thought of her that way. They were always friends. He always liked her as more than that. And then it finally happened.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But, like I said, I do plan on writing Kara-Lena relationship. Probably gonna do it alongside this one once I get more of it written.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Kara-Lena's fine.
Yes. But I just wanted to let you all know. In case you cared.
What would you do for the outpost?
I mean, come on. Alan Gwen.
Tobin and Gwen?
Tobin and Gwen.
Because he's dead?
Gwen. I know.
And I miss him?
I know. I would have to rewatch.
And Janzo and I forgot her name. Janzo and what was her name? The girl he's with?
It was a weird name.
Ren.
Yes.
Ren.
W-R-E-N.
Yeah. Janzo and Ren. But yeah, we'll definitely see more.
Yes. So, yeah.
This is totally not Flash related anymore.
No.
Sorry.
So, I guess.
Until next time, keep believing in the impossible.